Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have PPT Sam versus Wonder, and this is going to be a post-rage video, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So we will go ahead and we will see PPT Sam win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will decide to go first. 46 versus 42, opening hands. We have the new Fire King, oh, the name changed, I think, Olkanix, Black Witch, Kieran, Wanted, and Droll. They have Deep Sea Minstrel, Tias, Megalo, Dominus, Impulse, and Heavy Infantry. Wait, so which attributes does it shut off? Light, Earth, Wind. Okay. I just had to double check. But okay, so we have Mermail going up against the Fire King Snake Eye deck. So they're going to start off with Wanted and Draw phase. Go ahead, search out Black Witch. So then they're going to go main phase and start off with Black Witch. Discard Black Witch. Effect to go ahead and set the Disciple. Little misclick there. Yeah, so go ahead, set Disciple from deck, then Disciple effect, attribute Black Witch, and try to go ahead and search for the spell. So grab out the Sacred Azamina, and then I guess I should read over these cards because we haven't actually done that yet. Okay, I'll do that. So Deception says you contribute one monster from your hand or field as cost, and add one Azamina card from the deck to the hand. Then, if a monster or monsters is sent to the opponent's graveyard and you control an Azamina monster, except during the damage step, you can make your opponent lose 1,500 life points, and if you do, gain 1,500 life points. So, it pretty much just makes it harder for you to lose, but also, you know, this could be used in time, I guess, if there's not a lot of time, but I don't think it'll be that popular for time because it'd be on, like, an opponent's turn type of thing. Then it says, during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there from the spell and trap zone this turn, while face up, you can set it, and you can only use each effect of it once per turn. So it is nice that it resets itself too. Then the Sacred Azamina, this is the fusion spell. It says reveal one Azamina fusion from your extra deck and send one Sinful Spoil card from your hand or field to the graveyard for every 4 levels the revealed monster has. So if it's level 6, you send 1. If it's level 8, you send 2. Then it says, if those cards are set, reveal them, then special summon it. This is treated as a fusion summon. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Azamina monster you control or in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. You can only use this effect of Sacred Azamina once per turn. So here, this is the Sinful Spoil, so we're going to go ahead, activate, and then summon out the Azamina Mu Ricarlago from there. And, I mean, they do have this, which stops the special summon effect. But I guess they usually go into this first, then set up the negate. So they're going to go into this. They need to send the Deception to summon this out. Then they're going to go ahead, use the effect, which it says, monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack for each Azamina monster you control. Then it says you can only use the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add an Azamina or Sinful Spoil card from the deck to the hand. Then if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add a Sinful Spoil spell from the deck to the hand. So now we're going to go Sacred Azamina to bounce back to the extra deck to add to hand. And then activate Sacred Azamina, which, once again, we didn't even send the first time. We're supposed to send original here for this. They're going to go ahead and negate. They said, oh, it's not cost. Doesn't send for cost. No. Let me double check this. Yeah, but the first time we didn't send. That's my only hand trap. I feel like I have to do it right there. Yeah, if you don't, then they have the negate set up. So now they're gonna go original send for free, which obviously, like, this is messed up. PPT Sam has not played with these cards very much, obviously, but these cards are very new. They're not even out yet. So we're expecting people to make some mistakes with them, but hopefully we'll be able to get, you know, better and better gameplay very soon. Then Snake Eye Ash and the Poplar, and then activate Wanted to put back original, and then draw into Ash Blossom so they don't play Divine Temple in the deck, otherwise I would have searched it. Then link off into Anima, Poplar, spell traps on itself, Snake Eye Ash on itself plus Poplar, bring out Oak, and then Oak effect, a special summon, back out Poplar, sure. And then Oak sent itself plus the Anima. So I'm not too sure why we did it like this, right? What was the point of making Anima? Couldn't we have just gone Snake Eye Ash sent itself plus Poplar, summon Oak, Oak summon back out Ash, Poplar spell traps on itself, Oak sent itself plus Poplar, summon Flameburge, and now you are in the exact same scenario, except you didn't use Anima, and you could be like, oh, what about Ash Blossom? What if they Ash Blossom me? Then I want the Anima body. Well, you can't get hit with Ash. Wait, that's not true. This isn't the one that stops Ash. Wait a second. This is the new one. Never mind. Scratch that. Now we're going to go ahead and go up in the IP. But I guess they would have just hashed original, right? They wouldn't have let you go that far. Yeah, probably, right? So now they're going to make IP, Flamebird summon back out, make Promethean effect, special back out, Flamebird, spell Trap Zone IP. Now we link off into the Whale. Okay, and then normal summon out Ulcanix effect, and then they just said that was too much. Okay, so on to the next game now. Oh, I should have read over Ulcanix too. That is also just a new card. But we have Imperm, Phantasme, Sanctuary, Ash Blossom, and the Molcharmy Fuwaros. Then they have Mermail, Shadow Bodyguards, Dominus Impulse, Atlantean Dragoons, Dominus Impulse, and a Shrine the Atlantean Spirit. So Mermail, Shadow Bodyguards says this card is always treated as an Atlantean card. You can discard this card to the graveyard for cost. The levels of all water monsters you currently control become 7 until the end of the turn. Then, if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Atlantean or Mermail monster from your deck, except for a copy of Mermail Shadow Bodyguards. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except for waters, and you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Wait, so you can just discard it for its own effect, and then it was sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster effect. Okay, that's pretty cheese. That's actually a really good card. Then they have Abyss Shrine the Atlantean Spirit. Always treated as a Mermail card. You contribute this card from your hand and 1 Atlantean or Mermail monster from your hand or field. Take a level 7 fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster from your deck and either add it to their hand or special summon it. Also, you're locked into water from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. And then it says, during your opponent's turn quick effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard and discard 1 card as cost and draw 1. Okay, so banish, discard, draw, and then you get whatever Atlantean effect you try to get off of that. Then I guess I should also read over the Molcharmy. So it has the same thing as the other card. If you control no cards, quick effect, discard it, apply the effects for the rest of the turn. Has the same end phase effect too, and the effect or the clause that you can only activate 1 other Molcharmy monster effect the turn you activate it. But this one says each time your opponent special summons from the deck or extra deck, you draw 1. So very good card, of course. So they're going to go main phase. They're going to let them go main phase and don't drop this preemptively. You don't have to drop it preemptively like the other Molcharmy because, you know, it's not like your opponent's going to start instantly by summoning from the deck or extra deck without at least starting a chain. Where the other Molcharmy, they're going to normal summon. That's going to be their first play, and now you've missed your opportunity to do it. It also does play in the talents this way. But we're going to activate the effect, getting rid of itself, plus the bodyguards. To try to go ahead and special summon or add from deck, and then they're going to go ahead and chain Molcharmy, so then they just add the Tias from deck to hand. Then they're going to go Bodyguards effect, which will allow them to special summon from deck. Then they Ash Blossom that. Now they're going to go Tias effect, get rid of Dragoons, special summon, and then Dragoons 1, Tias 2. So go ahead and search out Oshia, and then search out the Minstrel from the deck to the hand. Okay. Now we're going to go normal summon out Minstrel, and then make the Lancia Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. So this card says once per chain, if your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand, deck, extra deck, or graveyard. Then you can change 1 attack position monster the opponent controls to defense. You can only use the effect of this up to twice per turn. Then, if this face-up Synchro card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Ice Barrier Synchro monster from your extra deck, and this is treated as a Synchro summon. So we're going to summon that. They draw into the Ulcanix, which I'll read over this now. When this card is normal summon or special summon, you can destroy 1 other fire monster in your hand or face spell on the field, and if you do, add a fire beast, beast warrior, or wing beast monster from the deck to the hand except for another copy of itself. Then you can make this card's level become that monster's. So you can go ahead, search Ponix, make this level 1, search Garunix, make this level 8. Then it says, if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, destroy a battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Fire King High Avatar Garunix from your deck and defense, which is the OG brick. Then it says you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So it's a very good card. Just normal summon, destroy anything, right? Let's say we destroy Ash Blossom, search Ponix, Sanctuary, Island, destroy Ulcanix, grab Garunix, summon itself, Ulcanix, summon out OG Garunix, dump Arvata, summon back out. Like, you can see how that's just a lot of bodies right away. Then they're going to go set Impulse, pass, we draw Bonfire. So now we're going to go Imperm, and then, okay, wait, they tried to activate this, to go ahead, banish, discard, and draw. So it looks like maybe trying to draw a hand trap. But they did that incorrect. It's banish itself, and then discard the draw. So this is supposed to be engraved, that's supposed to be banished. Then they draw Minstrel there. Okay. And then now they're gonna go activate Bonfire to go ahead, grab out Snake Eye Ash, and the normal Snake Eye Ash effect, go search out Poplar, summon Poplar effect, try to go search out original. They said on the pop hand effect, we will activate Impulse to stop that. Okay, now activate Sanctuary, bring out Island, and then now we have Island effect, destroy Poplar, and then they admit defeat, offer the rematch. Okay, so they said GG, well played. Probably should have done more under the Charmy. So now on to the next game. We'll go ahead and see Wonder be going first. We got Bonfire, Sanctuary, Talons, Bonfire, Droplet. They have Bodyguards, Ash Blossom, Perulia, Dragoons, and Atlantean Prince. Perulia is a water, Aqua. So that's pretty cool for this deck, it being a water and such. The other one's a wind, the new one. Normal summon out Prince, and then Prince effect, dump the Bodyguards for cost, and then search out Dragoons. And then Bodyguards effect to go ahead and summon out the Abyss Pike. Abyss Pike effect, discard Dragoon, go search out the Abyss Shrine. And then Dragoon, go search out Minstrel. And now Minstrel effect. Really, we don't Minstrel effect there? Okay. Activate Abyss Shrine, get rid of itself plus the Neptibus. Go search out Tias. And then Prince effect to summon back out the Dragoon. Overlay. There's just no shot we haven't used this effect yet. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but this is like the best card in the entire deck. Like, discard, what do you have in your hand? What do I need to play around? It's literally just like, it's just so good, and there's no way you don't do it. What if you get hand trapped now? Like, what if they imperm this? Like, you're gonna feel so dumb if they imperm that, when you could just like ripped imperm and then set up like full end board. But okay, bring out Toad, and then Dragoon effect, we'll search out Mulun Glacia, and then we're gonna make XYZ Armor Fortress. Okay, detach, go search out Armored Shark. Okay. I haven't actually ever seen someone search Armor Shark off of this. Says you can send one water XYZ monster from your extract to the graveyard and target one fish monster in your graveyard with a level equal to the monster's sent rank. Special summon it during the opponent's turn. Discards in your graveyard. Quick effect, you can target one water XYZ monster you control, equip it as an equip spell, and give it 500 attack. Okay. Now summon Moon Glacia, and then effect to go rip 2, and this is going to be huge no matter what it hits. So it hits Bonfire, Sanctuary, sadly hitting like one of the once per turn cards, but that's fine. Summon out Tias, get rid of the Minstrel, go search out Oshia. Interesting. So, I mean, you can usually Minstrel effect and then make the Synchro 7, and then Synchro 7 puts back the monster that you hit off Minstrel, so then you really get the hand rip for 3 while setting up the huge end board. But also I haven't like played with the new combos yet. They're gonna go ahead and make the Coral summon back out Bodyguards effect. What? Oh, I'm dumb. I thought it said you could discard itself, but it says discard one card. Oh, I was gonna say this card seems broken if it just discards itself and then activates to summon from deck. And I was like, yeah, this card seems crazy. Okay, never mind. This card's much worse than what I thought. But discard, make them level 7. Overlay summon the Mermail, Abyss Gaios. And then on top of that, we make the Poseidodra Abyss, the Atlantean Dragon Deity. So this card says you can summon this by using one Atlantean or Mermail XYZ you control. Okay, then once per turn you can detach 2 materials from this card and send 1 water monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard as cost. Return up to 3 cards your opponent controls to hand. If this XYZ summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can discard 1 card to the graveyard as cost and summon 3 level 3. Wow, 3 level 3 or lower. Fish, sea serpent, or aqua monsters from your hand or grave. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be sent by opponent's card. You can just get rid of it yourself. Okay. So now, yeah, now we're just gonna link it off into Neptibus, the Royal Mermail. I've like never seen these cards, by the way. I didn't even know these cards existed. I knew the deck got support, but I already knew the deck was gonna be cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be as it always was, like go first win, but go second lose. And then it says 2+ monsters, including a fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster. Then it says your opponent cannot target water monsters. This card points to its card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If a water monster or water monsters is sent to the graveyard to activate a card effect, you can take one Abyss equip spell from your deck or graveyard and either add it to your hand or equip it to this card. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can add one Atlantean or Mermail card from the deck to the hand. So now activate the XYZ effect, discard, and then go ahead and summon out 3. And then we can get the link effect, since one was sent for cost. Okay, never mind. But then we're going to go Armored Shark, Dump Dweller, summon back out the Abyss Pike. Okay, now we're going to use this. Okay, and then that's going to search out Abyss Sting of Trinida. This card says special summon one Atlantean or Mermail monster from your hand or graveyard, and if you do, equip it with this card. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by a battle or a card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. Okay, then it says you can banish this card from your graveyard, target up to 3 fish, sea serpent, or aqua monsters in your graveyard, or banishment. Shuffle them into the deck. You can only use this effect of this once per turn. You can only activate it once per turn. Okay, so it's a monster reborn, and then also shuffle some stuff back. Sure. Then they link off for 3. Never mind. Or yeah, I guess it could have been a synchro too. But they're just gonna overlay for the Levy 2 Dragon. This is the first time I've seen so many of these cards. Actually, that's a lie. I read over this card. I have seen it because I saw that it added this, and I was like, all right, now I got to see what that card is. But it says if this card is special summon, you can add one Virtue Stream from the deck to the hand. You can activate one of these effects. And then it says detach one XYZ material from a monster you control and add one fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster from your graveyard to your hand, except for a copy of itself. And then it says you can target 2 XYZ monsters on the field, detach one material from one of them, and attach it to the other. So now activate the effect. Go ahead, search out the Virtue Stream, which says target one fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster you control, and 2 cards the opponent controls, destroy them. Then you can banish this card from the graveyard, target one face-up monster on the field. If it is a water, then next time you destroy a card effect, it is not. Otherwise, its attribute becomes water. Okay. So now activate spell, summon back out Dragoon, and then overlay into Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark effect, bring out another Toad. Dragoon effect, mandatory to search, by the way. Then they're going to go ahead make the Mermail Abyss Alicia. Then activate the effect to detach and add back Prince. And then go set trap card, pass. Okay. Now, this is a lot of interruptions actually, right? This just adds a Mermail though, which kind of sucks. Because I was thinking, like, we have this in the graveyard, which gives us the discard to draw. But I guess you could discard Dragoon to draw, use this effect, send Dragoon, or send Heavy Infantry to search, and then Heavy Infantry effects. So you have Heavy Infantry, Ash Blossom, Toad, Virtue Stream. What else? There's probably another interruption somewhere around here that's just hiding. Is this an interruption? No, I guess it's not. Okay, so they draw Flamebirds and then they admit defeat. Moving on to the next game now, we'll go ahead and see the Fire King deck go first. Opening hands, we have Sanctuary, Poplar, Ponix, Crossout, Deception. They have Prince, Minstrel, Thrust, Bodyguards, and Abyss Megalo. So we will go main phase. We start off with Poplar. Okay, Poplar effect, go search out original. Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like, I'm not sure if it was correct to start with that, but I think it's okay. Next we just go Deception. I was gonna say, we definitely want a Deception early, because that gives us the Omni Negate. Now Poplar spell, Trap Zone, activate the Azamina spell, bring out, send to graveyard. Nice, thank you. Doesn't use the effect to search there. Oh, because we just made the negate, never mind. Okay. We could have made the other one, and then that could have got us Wanted, and then we could have sent Original to bring out the Omni Negate, and then Wanted put back Original and draw, and then we have Black Witch, which gets us to Original, so we pretty much just get the, like, +1 card, but then we have to send 1 extra card for Black Witch. So I guess, like, whatever we draw, we could discard, and we'd be put in the same spot, but it gives you way more options, right? But they bring out the Omni, then Original, send, bring out Oak. Oak effect, special summon back out Poplar. Activate Sanctuary, bring out Island. Island, destroy Ponix, grab out Garunix. Summon Garunix, and then Garunix effect to go destroy. And then that will go ahead, dump Kieran. Kieran, summon back out Ponix. Oak sent itself plus Ponix to go summon out from the deck. Then they said, wait, I don't think I want to do it like that. I just want to make Sunlight Wolf first. Then Oak sent itself plus Ponix, bring out Flamebird. Sunlight Wolf effect, add back Kieran. Yup, and then Flamebird, Sunlight Wolf, and the Promethean. Flamebird, summon back out 2 bodies from the graveyard. And then we're going to go... Okay, Promethean, summon back out Flamebird now. And then link off into the Whale. That's fine. And then link off into IP using a Link Monster. Interesting choice. Yep, they're learning how. Yep, telling them they cannot do that. They said felt too easy. Yeah, okay, so now they just make SP instead, and then spell Trap Zone Whale. And saying that was all just from Poplar, that is not true at all. That was not all just from Poplar. That is crazy that's what they said, because that was Poplar, Deception, and Sanctuary. Like, that was like a 3-card combo, because we went into Original and the Oak. Yeah, we did that, so that was... Yeah, I mean, this is not a good combo, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this definitely could have been done way cleaner. Like, even with just the cards that are out right now, I could make a Snake Eye Ash into more than this. And they used like 3 cards, and I could make Snake Eye Ash into more than this. Well, I don't know if it'd necessarily be more, but it'd be like right on par. And that's like 1 card to 3. And this is with new cards. They draw Abyss Pike. And then Standby Phase. Ponix add back, because they didn't summon it. They summoned out the Oak Poplar. So now they're going to go... Wait. They did summon it, though. What am I talking about? They summoned it off of Kieran. Yeah, they didn't go for Ulcanix. If you go for Ulcanix, then you get to add back Ponix. And then you can Flamebird, spell Trap Zone Ulcanix. And then you can summon Ulcanix on their turn. And then Ulcanix effect, destroy, go search Kieran. They could have destroyed Whale. Summon back the IP that they could have used to make it. Oh, see. I'm crazy. Minstrel effect, discard, try to go rip the hand, and then they will negate that. Bodyguard's effect to go special summon out from the deck, and then they're going to go Flamebird, push up Whale, and then they bring out Prince, and then on summon a Prince, Promethean to go ahead and pop, and then Flamebird's effect, summon back out from the graveyard, the Oak Poplar, and then, no effects of those cards. And then now they're going to go activate Thrust, and then... So they know Ponix, Kieran in hand. So they're going to go Thrust, grab out Evenly, and then Battle, activate Evenly, chain SP, banishing itself plus Promethean. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So we're just leaving Whale on board then. Yeah, okay. And then main phase 2. The opponent hasn't normal summoned yet. So yeah, normal summon out the Prince now. But on summon, we just go Kieran effect. Like, you can't let that card resolve. This card's broken. So, summon Kieran, pop Ponix. Pop Ponix there? Okay. I guess that's fine, right? We have to, because we want to Garunix, destroy Kieran, summon Ponix. They said, oh, right, you got it. Okay, so on to game 3 now. We will go ahead and see Mermail go first. Opening hands, we have Droplet, Ponix, Deception, Wanted, Imperm. They have Talents, Dragoons, Abyss Sting of Trinidad, Abyss Tias, and Ash Blossom. So, go main phase. Activate TS effect, discard Dragoon, special summon out, activate the effects. So go ahead, search out the Shrine and search out the Neptibus Prince, and then normal summon Prince effect, dump Bodyguards, and then search out Dragoon, and then activate Bodyguards, which will now go ahead and summon out Abyss Pike. And then Abyss Pike, discard Dragoon, go search out Minstrel. Dragoon effect goes search. Yeah, and they just say GG's. Yup. Yeah. I mean, this is what Mermail is, right? It's a going first powerhouse, but going second, the deck, like, struggles. And, like, there's probably ways to, like, attempt to solve it, but the thing is, like, the engine itself is just not good at going second, which, there's decks like that. Like, the Synchro deck, the Adventure Synchro deck, that deck going first, absurd. That deck going second, you could literally play, like, we had, like, 15 hand traps in the deck, 3 Fenrir, and the Adventure package, so it's like, you should be able to go second decently well, right? Use all that, and then try to engine push? No, it just doesn't work, because the engine sucks going second. Your engine needs to be good going second. If your engine just sucks going second, then, like, you literally have to, like, draw infinite hand traps to force them to end on nothing, or try to, like, absolutely board breaker them. But when you're in a format with, like, U-Bow, it's, like, kind of tough. But okay, that is going to be it for the video. Also, I feel like all the Maul Charmies really hurt this deck. Like, both of them are really good. But okay. Seeing how long the matches were. Okay, so it's 30 minutes for 2 matches. Yeah, they were playing pretty quick. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.